The Black Plague Demon. Not all diseases can be cured. During the height of the Black Death, a small village is stricken by the plague. But as bodies pile up, strange rumors begin to spread. Those who die of the plague are not staying dead. Witnesses claim to have seen the dead rise from their graves, their eyes glowing with a dark fire, and attack the living. The village priest believes this to be the work of a demon, summoned by a cult of plague worshippers who have infiltrated the village. As the villagers fight to survive the disease, they must also battle against the demonic force that feeds on their suffering. A group of survivors bands together to hunt down the cult and destroy the demon before it consumes the entire village. The ghost of Lady Ansley, some spirits never rest. In the northern hills of England, the imposing castle Ansley has been abandoned for generations. Its last known occupant, Lady Ansley, was falsely accused of witchcraft and burned alive during the height of the witch trials. Her spirit is said to haunt the castle, seeking revenge on the descendants of those who betrayed her. When young Lord William inherits the castle, he is unaware of the dark history until strange occurrences begin. A cold mist follows him through the halls, and the portrait of Lady Ansley seems to watch his every move. Soon, he is haunted by vivid nightmares and eerie whispers that lead him deeper into the castle's tragic past. But what Lady Ansley wants is not just revenge. She seeks justice from beyond the grave. The Beast of Eldridge Wood. The woods hold dark secrets. For centuries, the villagers of Eldridge have lived in fear of the monstrous creature that prowls the woods. It is said that every full moon, the beast emerges to claim its victims. A group of knights is dispatched to slay the beast, but when they venture into the woods, they find something far worse. The creature is not just a mindless animal. It is the result of dark magic, a creature made from the forbidden practice of human sacrifice. The knights uncover a dark pact made by the villagers' ancestors, and now the blood debt is due. The Whispering Stones of Hadlo Keep. Some secrets are best left buried. Hadlo Keep stands on land, once sacred to ancient pagan tribes, and it is said that the stones themselves whisper to those who dare to listen. Newly appointed Lord Gareth, intrigued by the legends, decides to excavate the land beneath the keep. As soon as the dig begins, strange phenomena start to occur. His servants report hearing voices calling their names at night, and Lord Gareth himself is plagued by nightmares of ritualistic sacrifices. The deeper they dig, the more dangerous the events become, leading to sudden deaths and madness. Lord Gareth uncovers a forgotten crypt beneath the keep where an ancient pagan deity was once worshipped. The whispers grow louder, urging Gareth to make a terrible choice: join them or perish. The Cursed Monastery of Blackmore. Subtitle: Some Curses Never Die. Plot: Sir Edmund, a knight returning from battle, seeks refuge in the decaying Monastery of Blackmore as a storm rages on. The monastery was once a place of worship, but fell into darkness after a mysterious plague killed all its monks centuries ago. As Sir Edmund settles in, he notices strange symbols carved into the walls and hears the faint chanting of monks, despite the place being long abandoned. By the time he realizes the monks are still here, only now as hollow-eyed, rotting specters, it's too late. The ghostly abbot who condemned the souls of the monks reappears, ready to claim another victim. Sir Edmund must uncover the secrets of the cursed relic hidden within the monastery before he, too, is forever trapped. The Devils Cathedral. Not all holy places are safe. In a remote part of England lies St. Mortimer's Cathedral, an ancient structure built on cursed land. According to legend, the original builders made a pact with the devil to ensure its completion, and as payment, the souls of the villagers who worshipped there were claimed. Now, centuries later, the cathedral is abandoned, but its dark history lingers. When a group of pilgrims seeks to restore the site, they awaken something long buried beneath the stone floors. Strange phenomena begin. Crosses turn upside down, candles flicker with blue flames, and whispers fill the empty halls. The pilgrims discover that the devil's pact was never broken, and now they must fight to survive. The sinister forces that still haunt the cathedral. The Blood Knight's Oath. Subtitle: A knight's honor hides many sins. In the year 1305, Sir Alaric, a knight of unparalleled skill, made a dark oath after losing his family in battle. He sought the power to avenge them, but the cost was his soul. After making a blood pact with a mysterious figure known as the Wraith King, Sir Alaric became an unstoppable warrior, but his power came with a curse. He could never rest. Now, Sir Alaric roams the land as the Blood Knight, forever doomed to kill in endless battles. When a group of soldiers from a small village stumble upon his armor, they awaken the Blood Knight, and he resumes his reign of terror. The village's only hope lies in breaking the ancient oath. The Forgotten King of Hollow Hill. He waits for his kingdom's return. Beneath Hollow Hill lies the tomb of an ancient king, forgotten by history and cursed for his cruelty. King Aldwin ruled with an iron fist, practicing dark magic to maintain his power. His court turned against him, sealing him in his tomb, but the king swore he would one day rise again. Hundreds of years later, a band of treasure hunters uncovers the entrance to the tomb, ignoring the warnings of the locals. As they descend into the crypt, they awaken the king's vengeful spirit, and one by one, they are hunted by the undead king who seeks to reclaim his throne and finish his dark work. The plague doctors return. Some cures come with a price. In the 14th century, during the height of the Black Death, a mysterious plague doctor known only as Dr. Mordecai promised he could save the sick. His methods were brutal and unorthodox, and many claimed he performed dark rituals rather than true medicine. After his death, the town believed they had rid themselves of his evil presence. Centuries later, when the town of Raven's Hollow is struck by another mysterious plague, sightings of a cloaked figure resembling Dr. Mordecai begin to emerge. Those who encounter him vanish, only to return as mindless, cursed beings. The townspeople must uncover the secrets of his dark medicine before they all fall victim to the plague doctor's curse. The Devil's Feast, a banquet no one can escape. In the heart of the Blackwood Forest, there once stood an imposing manor belonging to Lord Beltran, a nobleman with a sinister reputation. It is said that every year, on the night of the blood moon, he hosted a grand feast for the nobility. But those who attended never returned. The locals whispered that Lord Beltran had made a pact with the devil himself, offering the souls of his guests in exchange for eternal life. When a group of knights is sent to investigate the disappearances, they find the manor still standing, despite rumors it had burned down centuries ago. As they enter the manor, they are invited to the feast, only to discover they are the main course. Trapped in a nightmarish banquet hall where time distorts and the dead rise, they must escape the devil's feast before they, too, are consumed. The Witch of Hore. Her curse is eternal. In the village of Hore, a fearsome witch named Marjorie was burned at the stake for practicing dark magic. But before her execution, she cursed the land, swearing that she would return to exact vengeance on those who wronged her. Centuries later, the village prospers, having long forgotten its dark past. That is, until the cursed land begins to stir once again. Crops wither, livestock dies, and strange blackened mist creeps into the village. Soon, villagers begin to vanish, only to return as hollow-eyed, twisted versions of themselves. When a group of witch hunters arrives to investigate, they find that Marjorie's spirit has risen, now more powerful than ever. As the witch unleashes her fury, the hunters must battle against time to stop the growing plague of evil that is spreading across the land.